Howdy, y'all. This is Twitchonium here, coming at you with another Phyrexia All Will Be One quick draft. Let's see if we can't redeem ourselves from the last draft, shall we? Well, our rare is unplayable and limited, sadly, so won't be looking at that one here. Not really any super exciting uncommons. First thing, obviously, that's drawing my attention is the Volt Charge, which is just amazing. So probably gonna just roll with that. Red's the deepest color. I like red in this format, even if it isn't the deepest color, so yeah, we'll just take the Volt Charge here. And following up a Volt Charge, we could take an Infectious Bite. Red-green is a great archetype to be in, and this is one of the stronger removal spells that green has. Anointer would keep us in red, but it really wants us to be in the oil red deck, which I mean I guess is the same one as the green deck, so it's like we'd be taking a red-green card or a red-green card. But if we're taking a red-green card, I think I'd rather take Infectious Bite. Nothing else really exciting, like Flensing Raptor's okay. Norn's Wellspring I'm not going to be drafting again. It has just not performed any times that I've taken it. So yeah, we'll take that. Maybe end up in a little red-green deck. And here, really, again, nothing exciting. Like, Swooping Lookout's great and all, but not something that I like. I would rather play red-green if I can than try to force my way into white. But I guess Unnatural Restoration's really the only thing I would be taking here, and maybe we do end up in like a red-white deck or something like that. Let's see what we open. Well, Ruthless Predation, another solid green combat trick. There are some good white options, though. I guess this one's more for the toxic deck, so Plated Onslaught would be the red-white one. Could also just take an Axiom Engraver. Feels weaker than the other options, though. I'm going to take the Predation here. Ooh, this is actually interesting. Incubation Sac can do a lot of work. You know, being able to get 3 or more, potentially, 3/3s out of it. But Halberd is just a super nice, strong, aggressive card. Can move it around later in the game. I want both of these. I think when in doubt, take the cheaper card, plus we have more green than red. And now, nothing exciting. I'll take a Dune Mover. Ooh, I do like me a Furnace Strider. And a Chimney Rabble is definitely going to be the pick in this pack. Well, red-green seems to be like it's the spot to be. Guess do we want a Hazardous Blast or a Dune Mover? I think I'll take the second Dune Mover here. We should be able to get a Hazardous Blast at some point in the draft. Take a Skull Bomb. I don't think I want an Aspirant in this deck. I will take one Shrapnel Slinger. Sometimes if you don't get any other access to artifact removal, that can be worth running. Ooh, we ended up getting the Engraver back. That's an awesome 2-drop. And another one. Excellent. Even another on-color Skull Bomb. Okay, so here we've got a bunch of options, really. We could take a Scrap Gorger as a great ramp card. We don't have anything to ramp into yet, but we can, prioritize that. We've also got Gleeful Demolition, which is one of those artifact destruction spells I was talking about that are nice to have. There's the Lattice Blade Mantis, which is always a star. Then we have Mycosynth Gardens, which seems like it could be pretty fun if we end up with... I guess we don't really have that many artifacts other than like the Dune Movers. Shrapnel Slinger's an artifact. Probably not going to be running the Skull Bombs. I guess if we could make it a copy of Incubation Sac, that's pretty strong. We're already doing really fine on 2-drops. I guess we don't want to play either of these. What else do we not want to play? Ideally, we don't want to play that, but we'll leave it in for now. Removal, removal, removal. I mean, honestly, we only really need like one more 2-drop anyway, so I feel like we're not supposed to take the Scrap Gorger here. And take either the Mantis, the Gardens, or the Demolition. I mean, Demolition can be nice because worst case you can like shoot your own Dune Mover to make 3/1/1s instead of 1/2/1. But I don't know. I'll go ahead and just take the rare. If we can maybe do some splashy stuff with it, that could be Could be fun. And this pack stinks, just in general for us. I guess we take a Terramorphic Expanse. Not exciting at all, though. Now we can pick up the Lattice Blade Mantis. Tablet, though. It seems a little slow for the kind of aggressive deck we're going to want to be running. Now we take a awesome 1-drop or an awesome 5-drop. I think I'll take the 5-drop here first. How much oil do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It seems like enough for Oil Gorger Troll pickup here. I would like any of these other 3 to wheel, honestly, but pick up the Troll first. And now we'll have 3 nice top-end plays. Maybe 4. Nah, probably take the Tyvar stand here. We're already fine on 2 drops. I wouldn't mind another 4-drop, honestly, but Tyvar stand is just one of the premium combat tricks or pieces of protection. Now we can pick up a Cultivator. Always happy with a 1-drop of that nature. Now, I guess take another Engraver. Ooh, and we wield the Gleeful Demolition. I'll happily take that. Nothing for us here. Take a Hunter's Maze. Alright, let's see if we open anything good in pack 3. Miglaws, maybe? That would be pretty awesome. Nah, unfortunately a rare we can't play. Kind of a mediocre rare as well. I have not been impressed with it. And really nothing at all for us here. I guess I'm taking a Thrill of Possibility that I'm probably going to cut. Ooh, finally we see some removal, or at least red removal. Get a Hexgold Slash. We have a number of top-end plays now, so I think I'd rather have the cheap interaction. And for that same reason, take another one. I think we're hurting for 3 drops. Yeah, we have none, so we'll definitely take a Vorak here. That's... Ooh, not the Mantis. The Vorak. This is a 3-drop, but I don't think we have any equipments to go with it. Cackler's okay. We still don't have that many creatures with oil counters, but I think we just need the 3-drop at this point. Ooh, and we just got rewarded. Cinder / Ravager. I mean, honestly, Cankerbloom's great too, but Ravager's just such a strong top-end piece in these decks. And now we will take another Engraver for the oil synergies. Another Cultivator, same reason. I guess we got there on the oil. Take a Mantle just because it's a 3-drop combat trick. Take this for the collection. Doubt I'm running 3 of those, but maybe. And we did end up getting a Hazardous Blast still, so that's nice. Alright. Well, we got a fair amount of the synergy pieces for the red-green decks. There's some we didn't quite hit on, but let's see what kind of cuts we need to make here. Alright, I think I like our top end. I like our 4-drops. I'm probably going to cut both of these Mazes Mantles. I just have not been a fan with that. I'm tempted to even just cut the Cackler. Even though we have, or we're low on 3-drops, like we have so many early drops, we'll find something to do on turn 3. Maybe get rid of 1 Cultivator. 3 seems pretty excessive, especially since we have some other stuff to do at 1. Probably get rid of the Shrapnel Slinger since we ended up getting the Demolition. Oops, didn't mean to drop those. I think I'll get rid of the Terramorphic Expanse since I'm going to want to be... don't want to have too many tap lands in the deck. And we're only 2 colors. Hardest thing to cast, like an Oil Gorger Troll or a Sky Warden. And 2 more cuts, huh? Probably supposed to be like a Axiom Engraver or a Dune Mover. I guess Dune Mover is probably the two we should cut. Just keep the engravers. But then we're really, yeah, let's get rid of a Thrill and add back in one of the Dune Movers. I like that. Gives us 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 permanents we can play at turn 1 or 2. Seems fine. With Hex Gold Slashes we can use as early removal. Yeah, I'm digging it. And we didn't get any kind of spicy rares or anything, so I think Volt Charge as our first pick is a worthy representation there. But that's going to do it here for the drafting portion. I will catch y'all in the first draft video. Welcome to game number 1, y'all. We are on the draw with a pretty decent starting hand. We are a little light on the mana. We only have 2, but being on the play and with an engraver, if we really need to ditch one of these big costed things, I think I'm going to keep it. Especially with the turn 1 ink sac into the engraver. Ooh, actually now I'm going to start with the cultivator. Just in case we don't hit our land. That way it can kind of pseudo serve to help us with that a little bit. Ooh, Bladed Ambassador. That's a nice drop for the opponent. Yeah, I think I'm just going to get rid of that now. Before they can give it indestructible. I guess I'm just going to attack, honestly. Worst case, we drop one of these next turn if we don't hit our land. We don't have a 3-drop. We're trying to play with it anyways yet. Alright, so now we can do both. No attacks. And we'll probably take 2 here. Maybe even more if they can drop equipment and put it on there. Or they're not going to even attack. That works for me too. Alright, so now we can just play out our Ravager. It won't kill anything, but it still seems like a good play. Or we Volt Charge the Aspirant and proliferate everything. It's another option. Or we could play a Mantis. I think the Ravager's the best. No, I really want to save this because there's very high chance that a red-white deck is going to have a bunch of 1 toughness creatures at some point. Yeah, while we have 3 permanents with counters on them, I'm going to go ahead and just shoot this off now. That might have been a little early there, but I think I like that that line. And then next turn we can still play the Ravager if, you know, nothing else. Alright, another Enforcer. No artifacts to pump it up, thankfully. We could play the Oil Gorger Troll now and draw a card. That could be good. I think I just want to get the Mantis out now, though. That way it can attack in, and they are likely to try and like double block it off and stuff, and then maybe we can finish off with a Ravager. I don't know. Don't think that's quite enough to kill 2, but still. This guy has pseudo vigilance, which I kind of like. This guy only costs 2 now, that's awesome. 5/5 vigilance deals 1 damage to everything on their board for 2. Pretty good. Opponent's thinking hard. Are they going to sack their Basilica to draw another card? Alright, there's the Barbed Batterfist now. I'm really glad I waited on the Ravager. This is exactly the card I was thinking of when I was talking about the red-white deck. And a Skull Bomb. Okay. Opponent only has one card in hand now. But that did set their guys up there. We can go ahead and kill off the one while we know we can here. That way our Ravager can start blocking the other one pretty well. And can't untap enough lands, so that'll be it for this turn. They could put the Batter Fist onto the Enforcer. That would be a little annoying here. But I mean, we'll just trade our Ravager, worst case. We have the long game value with our Ink Sac that we haven't even started to use yet. Although red-white does have a number of ways to potentially deal with the artifacts. All right, and a Planar Disruption. That will definitely take care of our Ravager, unfortunately. A little surprised that it took them so long to play out these two cards. It didn't seem like there was a whole lot of options that they had. But I'm going to go ahead and chump block with our Engraver here, unfortunately. Can't do the Cultivator, or else we can't play the Troll next turn. And we'll draw a card and see what we hit here. Probably a land. It's always a land. Oh, it wasn't a land. Pretty close to one, though. Opponent can't move the Batter Fist off right now unless they want to kill their Scamp, unfortunately. I guess they could play another creature first, but we'll see. Alright, they're going to go ahead and sack their land to draw a card. Opponent pulling out a number of lands from their deck. At least they're going to thin it out a little bit. Those are cool sleeves. Well, lands are not what we need, but it's alright. We'll start churning out some golems here. I think I'm going to just get the Dune Mover out. We do not need any more lands. The Oil Gorger Troll is the only thing in our deck that needs more than one forest anyways, so that's alright. Probably should have attacked with the Troll now that we have another 3-powered creature here, but until we have at least 2 that we can hold back on blocks, just to be safe, keep the Troll for now. Alright, Gold Warden's Helm, that's fine. Our 3/3s line up pretty well against that. They're going to move their Batter Fist over. That'd probably be a smart call. Yep. Now their board lines up a lot better than ours, against ours rather. But we'll now have the late game value of this ink sac coming in for us clutch here. Just letting us have something to do every turn. Don't think there's a 1 mana pump spell. Oh, there is. Oh, there definitely is. I just remembered it's the one that puts the oil counters on. Please don't have it. Of course they have it. Why would they not have that? Yeah. Oh, no, it's okay. It's Rebel Salvo. That was going to kill our dude anyways. Still bad, but not as annoying as the other one would have been. How did they pay for that? This is a annoying draw. Especially since I told you not to keep lands on top, sir. I don't think we have anything in the deck that can kill an aura either, unfortunately. We can kill an artifact, but not an aura. And we've run through a number of our bigger creatures already. We do still have 2 of the Furnace Striders, the 4/5s. Those will be nice if we can draw into those. Still have a couple more removal spells in the deck. Ooh, that's nasty. We'll take 6 in the air here this turn. But at least they pulled the trigger on it. I guess there's no reason not to put more oil on this one. Just in case. Never know. Alright, now Leonin. Now it's the top deck wars. Well, that's good for later here, but not helping us quite yet. At least it'll turn a couple of land draws into cards. Did we already use Volt Charge? Yeah, we did. I'm trying to think. That might be the only Proliferate we have in the deck. But at this point, it looks like our win condition is probably going to be something like Hazardous Blast to clear the way for all our guys here. Alright, they're making a chunky Leonin. Alright, they are going to move it back. I was wondering, putting it at 3 toughness for all our 3/3s seemed a bit odd. Alright, well, we will immediately ditch that forest and probably draw another land here. Exactly, but at least this one we can play. I guess I probably should have held one more for the Engraver. I'm going to go ahead and just use the last ink sac charge here. If we draw our Gleeful Demolition, we might can just blow up our own ink sac to get us 3/1/1s. Keep going even wider. Well, didn't need to do it anyways. Sheesh. Let's see, that's 9, 10, 11, 11 lands, 18 cards left. So, 1 in 3 chance to draw another land. Much better odds not to, but that never seems to be how it goes. Ooh, Kemba. That's going to get real scary real fast. Now they can start pumping out a 2/2 cat each turn, including right now. And it'll buff all their equipped dudes. Yeah, that's going to be real bad for us. That might just be GG, in fact. I guess they're not planning on attacking this turn. Man, even if we draw the Hazardous Blast, we're still just a few damage short. Oh, man. Brutal draws this game. Especially in this top deck where they go Leonin Lightbringer and Dikemba. I feel like they did something else too. I guess maybe it was just a Terramorphic Expanse. Yeah, we pretty much have to top deck Creature into Hazardous Blast and hope they don't attack with a bunch of stuff this turn that makes us chump block. Hopefully they'll give it one more turn here before they choose to attack. At least with everything. Alright, we have a shot. Unless we draw another land. Well, that's okay. Let's see. 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. If we blow up our own incubation sac here. Well, my game has apparently decided to have a conniption fit. But let's make this board as wide as we can possibly threaten to make it here. If they don't attack all, and we do draw Hazardous Blast, we have a shot. Otherwise, I think we have 0 other outs in the deck. Alright, Aspirant, that's a good draw. Hopefully they'll take this turn to keep setting up, and they'll put all the stuff over on the Aspirant there. Alright. We have a shot. Can we top deck the Hazardous Blast? We cannot, unfortunately. But we can at least turn Mycosynth Gardens. Why can I not do this now? Do lands have Summoning Sickness? Oh, non-token artifact. Okay, that's why. Can't do the Phyrexian Golem tokens, unfortunately. Yep. Keep making the cats. Hopefully they keep on holding. I mean, they're making all these cats. Hopefully that means they're giving me one more turn here. Yep. Alright. One more try. Ooh, well. That's at least enough to kill Kemba, probably. Maybe you should have done the Enforcer, but Kemba's just... These cats are just nasty. Alright, maybe that'll scare them off of one more turn of attacks. Yeah, they could start sending in with something like the aspirant loaded up with equipment. Or just load all their equipment onto one token and start swinging with that each turn just to start whittling our board down. Just please don't attack all. Alright, there's another Gold Warden's Helm. They're definitely thinking about it. Okay. Please, Heart of the Cards. Oh, still not it. Tie of Our Stand is a nice little card, though. Hmm. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 11. Okay, yeah, no. Say, if we got enough through, we've got some lands, we might be able to, I guess 7, 10, 11, 12, 13 technically damage. So that'd be 12 we could put into X. 15 if one of these guys gets through, still not enough. Alright, moving over the Batter Fist here. We're just going to load everything up onto that dude. That works. We're still just banking on our one spell. Well, that can remove something at least. I guess it just needs to be like a cat token. Nothing has toxic, right? Actually, I'm going to get rid of the scamp so it can't keep pinging us. Probably start swinging in with that Sky Warden. We'll go ahead and block with 2 1/1s and Tie of Our Stand one of them here. See if we can't kill off that Sky Warden. Uh, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 9. I mean, we don't really need to, but why not? They had a spare. Alright, well, I mean, we're still banking on the same thing we've been banking on here. We're down to 12 cards. We got a 1 in 12 shot. That's pretty good odds. One of these turns, we're bound to get it. I mean, if they keep doing this guy, maybe they'll just swing by himself and we can even get 1 extra shot if we don't hit it right now. Ooh, well, not a bad draw. We have 1 more in the deck, too. But now we can double block with 2 and only lose 1 creature against the Sky Warden, which is definitely a plus. I do think we'll take 1 swing from it and hope they don't have a combat trick to pump it up. Alright, another Batter Fist. Alright, they're moving everything over to the Enforcer. Interesting. They're just going to want to make us chump block. Okay. I'm going to double block it and should only lose one creature. Yep, and they're going to lose theirs. Works for me. Now they can start stacking it back up onto the Skywarden here. I mean, we're playing for a single card in our deck, so it's not like that changes our math a ton. Ooh, Chimney Ravel's good. That gives us 2 extra creatures on board. More blockers. Not an artifact. I might just cut this Mycosynth Gardens from our deck in between games. I think like the only thing it can really hit is like Dune Movers and this Ink Sac, which the Ink Sac would be great, don't get me wrong, but it seems like we don't have enough support for it to be running a colorless land in the deck. If they swing with just the Skywarden, we can double block it still, and we should be okay. Although I might take the 1 hit from it here first, since it shouldn't put us to lethal. We'll see how and what they attack with, though. No vigilance. No blocks. Hope there's no combat trick. Thankfully not. Alright, come on, Hazardous Blast. Heart of the cards finally, please, here. I guess we get to wait for them to re-equip a million equipments again. Oops. Come on. Contagious Forak. I'm afraid to even play this card right now. If we play this, it's probably going to put the... Well, I guess we'll play it and see. If it doesn't put the Hazardous Blast on the bottom of our library, we have a shot still. If it does, we're just dead. And we're just dead. Yep. That was a long game, but couldn't get there in the end. Welcome to game number 2, y'all. We are on the play this time with a okay-looking starting hand. Have an early play, some interaction, something to work towards, ramp into with our cultivator here. Definitely keep that. A little slow till we get to the troll, but hopefully we can keep them at bay until then. Alright, they're just going to slash our 1-drop. I'm pretty okay with that. And we can drop this Hunter's Maze without too much issue. Alright, now we definitely are going to need to start drawing a creature here. Or something. Something that's not more lands. But we can at least now guaranteed hit a troll on turn 5. I'd love to get a 4-drop that has oil counters here. Well, not quite. But let's read this thing again. Can't be blocked. That already sounds like a bad time for me. Although I don't know if I want to necessarily spend a removal spell on it. Yeah, I'm just going to kill it. I might be overly fearful of this thing, but they're already going to have one unblockable thing at some point potentially. I don't, and yeah, I'd rather they not be copying spells, that's for sure. 3 colors with green. Maybe splashing like Zopandrel or something like that. I don't know. What else in green is there? I guess there's Thrune. There's a bunch of green stuff. Alright, well, I'm going to go ahead and shoot their Dune Weaver first and dual spell here. That way we have a an oil creature and we get the card draw. Alright, Curator, they can return a spell. Yep. Well, it's going to get removed more than likely, but we definitely need to use it. Man, we are just chugging through these Axiom Engravers here. I mean, normally I'd love to see these, especially early, but would really like some of our bigger plays here. Yep. We knew it was coming. Now we'll take a beating. Oh, I forgot to take the Mycosynth Gardens out of the deck. Yeah, I need to do that still. Ooh, that's a nice draw. Not that we have any big creatures to use it quite yet. And opponent winning the draw war here with an excellent hasty creature to attack us with. I think we'll just chump block the 1 for now. Yikes, man. Wow, okay. We'll discard another land. Well, that's a pretty good draw. We only had to cycle through like a quarter of our deck, if not more, to get to it. It's kind of crazy how many spells we've cast already here. Or just, I guess, cards put in the graveyard. We didn't really cast them all. Alright, if they top decked a combat trick, then crazy luck for them. Not quite as terrible as a combat trick. At least we get to trade with their creature. Still not good for us at all. This guy is going to get in no matter what now, so I think I'm gonna do X is 2 here. No, it needs to be 3. Yeah, we can't do both. So we'll just have to try and surprise combat trick with the Tyvar stand here. And we just really desperately need to draw some removal for that thing. Oh, now for both. I mean, ooh, dang. If only that was a toxic creature, at least it can take care of this one. But at this point, we just have to deal with this unblockable dude. I mean, any big creature plus our bite would be okay. And we're on a 2-turn clock here. That's an excellent draw. Gonna be at 1 though, so we're dead to a Volt Charge or a Pump Spell or a bunch of stuff. That's not good for us. Yep. There's the kill spell. Unfortunate. Just lined up terribly against our draws against theirs. Kept drawing 2-drops and they were drawn into powerful plays. But starting off 0-2, not so great, but maybe we can turn it around here. Game number 3 could be the one. I'll see y'all there. Welcome to round 3. We are on the draw this time with looks like a pretty decent starting hand. Although I feel like I said that both of the last 2 games, and we saw how that went. Hey, a friendly opponent this time. I always forget to do the hello. Starting off just like last time. That doesn't bode well. We'll go ahead and get another red source here just to make sure we can play all our cards once we get to that point. I mean, we already want the 4th land for the Chimney Rabble and the Mantis. I might just fire off a Volt Charge at that thing. Well, maybe not. We'll see. I feel like I'm supposed to do it on one of these. I'm just gonna hold it until their turn, though. Maybe they'll play something pre-combat we can blow up instead. See if they've got a trick to save it. Nope. Alright. Volshock Splitter. Can actually bite that with the Dune Mover. Don't know if it's worth it, though. I'm just going to play the Chimney Rabble. We can always just trade the Dune Mover off to it. But next turn we can get a nice 5/5 Menace reach down. And hopefully try to start racing from there. Well, seems like they might have found something real nice. Or a couple of things they were debating there for a bit. Okay, we can either get out our guy, or we could kill one of their 2 here. Maybe this... I mean, the Scamp we don't need to kill. We can't play both of these, but we could play the Bite and the Cultivator. Could also just get the Mantis and the Cultivator both out now and then hold the Bite for next turn to see what else they play. I kind of like that. Just set up for one more turn. Get 2 more bodies on the board. Alright, I am very glad I saved the Infectious Bite now. Alright. I think we're going to attack with these 2. If they want to trade off, I'm okay with that. They're going to want to put their splitter onto their synthesizer eventually anyways. And that thing's just going to want to be attacking in, so I doubt they're going to want to trade it off. Since we can still play Skywarden, we'll go ahead and sack our land there. Get it a card draw. And a Spinoderm. Thankfully not as bad as Thrune, and we have the answer in hand for it. I mean, more or less, we can at least trade it off, but man, is that a strong card. I don't think we have any single card in our deck that's as strong as that. Well, Hex Gold Slash is nice. Doesn't line up on this board state very well, but that's okay. Yeah, we'll just hold back. Gonna go ahead and sack their draw land. At least if we have to race, our guy has a menace and theirs does not, so that's something at least. It does not have trample yet, so I'm gonna do this and hope they don't have a combat trick here. Interesting. Pretty happy with that series of events. Their guy is definitely better than my Chimney Rabelin +1. Right, now we'll just swing on through. If they swing in with these synthesizers, we could chump block with our token and then hit them with a slash. Seems pretty good. And one down. Just gotta hope they don't play something huge. Still no artifacts for the gardens. But if we do draw into our one birthing pod or whatever that thing is called, the little incubation sac, I think. If we draw into that, we can make 2, which would be pretty sweet. Man, opponent just going all in on the unblockability train here. Now I don't want to attack because I don't want to trade my guy into theirs. Well, we are losing this top deck war. Land, land, land. Maybe even 4 in a row. Or 5. Hey, now we can at least start getting rid of some lands. Ooh, that's a nice draw for the opponent there. Once they start putting some counters on their stuff. Come on now. Now let's do the mountain. Well, we'll just engrave all the things. That's a solid draw right there. That's an even more solid draw, though. Interesting. I will definitely save my dude. Mostly just because it kills theirs. more than saving my own. Yep. The Axiom Engraver's coming in clutch there at the end to help a little bit with the flood. I mean, that was some crazy flood. Both sides, we played a ton of lands there. But at least we didn't get skunked this draft. I'll see y'all in the next round. Welcome to round 4, y'all. We are on the play this time with not a super aggressive hand, but not one I think we can throw back. 2-drop with some removal, both our colors. We can play pretty much everything in our deck. Just don't want to draw too many lands, and thankfully the Engraver should be able to help with that. Opponent seems like they have a tough choice right now. Might mean they're mulliganing 1, maybe even 2. Or they were just having a nice thought. And Hexgold Slash has such unique and cool art style to it. Curious what happens in March of the Machines, story-wise. Well, hopefully this isn't one of those matches where every turn is a timer turn. Sure, let's shoot it. Ooh, and another Engraver. See if maybe they play a Mirror or a Dune Mover on turn 2, something like that we can shoot with our Demolition. Of course, it looks like they might be doing the timer strat, unfortunately. Nope, there they go. All right, not a not something we can shoot with our Demolition, but trades off into one of these Engravers pretty nicely. Yeah, I'm fine with that. They'll get 1 attack in, get some poison on me, but no corruption at least. And I'm fine if they want to use removal on our 2-drops. Well, that's a nice little play there. I think we're going to ditch this forest at the end of the turn, unless we get a good reason not to. I guess we should keep it, because we do have some 5-drops, including 1 Oil Gorger Troll that does need the double green. See if they have a combat trick for this. But worst case, we can start pumping out 3/3s each turn. Hopefully we draw our Volt Charge before we run out of counters so we can proliferate a little bit. Ooh, and a Siphoner. That could be bad for us. Chimney Rabble, though, is good for us. All right. Opponent definitely in on the poison train here. We definitely need to watch out, though, because that thing now has 3 poison counters on it. Yeah, I think we're just going to die to poison in the air to the Siphoner. Not my favorite use of Demolition, but we just need to keep ourselves off of any poison that we can right here. Like, we basically have to draw our reach guy right now, or removal for it. Oh, they have another proliferate spell in hand then? Got it. So, yeah. Well, quick loss to end the draft on here. Not a very exciting run, unfortunately, but let's take another look at the deck. I feel like we just had some bad lineups. It wasn't even so much the draws necessarily, although we did have that one that was pretty unfortunate land-wise. But, you know, solid start. Maybe 4 Axiom Engravers isn't the right call. But it's not like a lot of these 2-drops are really swinging in for all that much anyways. Gleeful but Demolition, maybe I'm a little too high on. Could have played something like another Shrapnel Slinger. But then again, I don't think that would have saved us in any of the games. A little more removal would have been nice, but we had 2 slashes, a Volt Charge, a Bite, and a Predation. Hazardous Blast. The AoE on the Ravager, Tyvar Stand. Yeah, I mean, I feel like we had the right pieces here. It just didn't quite come together. But that'll do it for this draft here. Thank you all for coming along on this ride with me, and I will see y'all in the next draft video. Take care, everybody.